I got a little rabbit in this hole, and I'm gonna catch the little rabbit and eat him up.
Hello, welcome back everybody. Alright, I've been busy. I've got 3 coats of poly on all the pieces I wanted to. As you can see here, you can see the dull area and the shiny area. This is where I'll be gluing, so I put tape along there when I did the poly to prevent, you know, to allow the glue to get into the wood again. If you put the poly on, it'll be sticking to the poly, and I really didn't want that. I want super strength, so that'll allow me to do that. I didn't have to do that on this, and so that worked out fine. 3 coats on this. This will be getting, my next thing I'll be doing is putting on the felt, like this, and putting that on. That'll be the next thing. Alright, so also you can see I put the bottom piece on, and you can see I have it clamped for a reason. I did this yesterday afternoon. It's now 8:15 in the morning on a Saturday. So the problem I had was it was warping along here. So I had to clamp this down. So just placing it in place. Also I had to clamp this back down here. I wanted to make sure this piece was pushed over all the way over to here. So when I get to put the piece on this side, it'll stay. So let's unclamp this. See how it holds. Oops, fill up. So it should be fine. There we go. So now I put glue in back down here. I put a bunch in there. So let it dry over probably 14 hours or so. Put glue in here. Drizzle it all along back there. Put glue up against this edge when I glued it in place. So now all I have to do is just assemble this thing. I'm going to put the, like I said, I'm going to put the felt on these, and all you got to do is put this in place. Put this in place, and I can clamp it all down and let it sit for 24 hours, and I can pull it apart and I can start staining. Oh, actually I'll be putting these other pieces on first, but then I'll be ready to do that. So I'll be back when I get ready to clean everything up, get everything glued back on, and I'll be back as soon as you can count to 2. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so as you can see, I've glued on the nice felt here. It looks like rock, like a flooring for like an old castle or something like that. Got that on there, and got this on here. I have not put on this one yet. This one will wait, because when I get this assembled, I can still get up in here, put some white glue down in here, and roll this thing and put it on. So I'll wait, because the reason I want to do that is I want to stain this area here and all this first, and then put a clear coat on to protect it, and then I can glue this on, so that I can still reach in here. Once this is on, I can still reach in here to do this, so it's no big deal. So my next step will now be to glue this all together, clamp it up, and I'll be back after that. That should be the next procedure, and everything's looking really good. I'm very happy with the way things are turning out. So I'll be back when I've got it all clamped up. I may show you that, and then I may just wait 24 hours before I film again. I'm not sure. We shall see. Alright. Well, here we are. Got everything clamped up. Thought I'd show you how it looks all clamped up. I've got everything perfectly even. I've wiped off any excess glue. So now you can see kind of in there. Let me see if I can get this lamp a little closer. There you go. You can see in there. And there's the first baffle. And second baffle's in there, of course, because I put this piece on. And other than that, it's all clamped up. I've got it as straight and perfect as I can get it. And I'll let this dry for 24 hours, and let me make sure everything is super duper dry. This is the most hardiest part of it, so I'll get that really dry. I'll pull the clamps off, then I can assemble the side pieces here and on the back. If you can see it, I'll put it here and here. I'll glue those on, and then I'll be on to pre-stain, and then I'll probably sand it. Any little bits of like stain over here, you see I got a little stain on there. It's no big deal. I mean, you know, it's just a little bit of sanding, and which really won't hurt it at all anyway. Other than that, used all my I used up the Titebond 2. This stuff is great, like I've said before. Titebond 2, very good wood glue. Other than that, everything feels perfect, looks perfect. I don't have any more oozing out of the glue, so there we go. I'll come back when I unclamp it, and then we'll finish it up. Take a little bit longer, but not too much. Like I said, longest part's going to be having to stain it. Pre-stain, stain, and then clear coat. The clear coats will take a while because you got to do it every 3 or 4 hours and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be back in 24 hours after this dries. Well, it's been 21 hours. I didn't give the full 24. So let's take the clamps off. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. There. Alright. Well, look at that. Nice and sturdy. Square. Perfect. Sits down right. Perfect. Alright, hold on. Let's do something real quick. Let's give it a quick try. Let's see. And put it on top. Hey, cool. Alright, it's working perfect. Look at that. Now, all I have to do is put on the sides, put on the front here, and boom. So, I've got some more gluing to do. After that, I will be sanding this thing lightly again, just to get any kind of marks off. It's no big deal. Even these little stain marks won't hurt it. I'll be lightly sanding it, using a tack cloth to get any extra dust off, and then I'm on to using a pre-stain. Alright, I'll be back after I get these glued on. I'm probably going to have to clamp these too for right now. Okay, I'll be back. Well, I'm all dry now. I'm going to take the clamps off. Check it out. Oops. Part fell off. And take the back off. There we go. And one more. Alright. So there we go. It's totally built. Looks great. I'm going to test it out real quick to show you. Let's see. Put some dice in. Alright, awesome. Works fantastic. So, there we go. Dice tower is built. Cool. Alright, so next step will be to, I said earlier, sand the sides. That's what make it extra smooth. Then I will apply the Minwax pre-stain. This stuff will allow the stain to stain evenly, so that's nice. And well, it looks like the interior of this. If you don't use this on softwoods, it will really look bad. I mean, really bad. It just stains unevenly and looks horrible. So with this, it makes it a nice, beautiful wood grain. It only stays on for you brush it on, and then you it's almost like water. You brush it on, and then 5 to 15 minutes later, you wipe it off with a rag, and then you put on your first coat of stain. The stain sits for I think 2 or 3 hours. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think 2 or 3 hours. Then you put another coat of stain on, and then you can lightly steel wool it if you want after that dries. And then you put on as many coats of poly as you want. Wipe on poly. So after that gets done, then I will take a piece of this, fit it in here, and make it look real nice, and up here too. So it'll roll real nice, it'll look real nice. I'm really happy, boy. It's turning out fantastic. But I'll be working on that, and I'll get back to you when I get this finished. Well, guess what? I'm finished. I am so happy. They both turned out really nice. I put the same stone lake felt in here, except for I did put it in the second plate here. But it turned out really cool. The wooden one turned out really nice. The only thing, and I'll admit to you because I screwed up, as you can see right here, see this shading? That is because when I stained the inside piece here, some of the pre-stain got on the outside. I really didn't pay attention. So when I went to put the stain on, it didn't cover it as well. So I've got this light spot here, but it's kind of light here too and here too. So it kind of looks a little bit okay. That's the only mistake that I can see that I made. Other than that, it's really cool. I put 3 coats of poly on here. On the inside too, all around here. The last part I polyed was right here at the end because I was holding it like this the whole time. You know, staining, doing all like that. So, it just turned out wonderful. I'm very happy with it. You know, you can see down in there a little bit. And, it's just really cool. I mean, it worked out sweet. What can I say? Let me get some dice here, and I'll show you. Alright, here we go. Ready? Cool. Let's try the little one. Alright, works perfect. Now, this one has more of a slant. This one has more of a slant than this one. Maybe I should have put this one a little higher, but I don't know. It works out fine for me. I'm gonna see how many dice I can crowd this thing full of. I know I can put more in here in the wooden one than the foam board, but let's see. Works perfect. It all rolls out. That's what you want. You know, it doesn't roll out as fast as this one, but who cares? I mean, it just depends on what angle you want to put it at. Awesome. They both work perfect. So now I got 2 castles. You know, a dice castle or dice tower, whatever you want to call it. I'm very happy with it. It's going to be great for gaming and stuff. You know, from playing, you can play Yahtzee with it. You know, just pass it to the next person with the dice in there or whatever. Random rolls. You know, it's just really cool. I'm so glad I followed through with this. This probably, the foam board cost me $3 or $4, I think. A big sheet was 16 by 24 or something like that, or 18 by 24. Toothpicks to put in the sides here. You can see the toothpick marks. I just broke them in half, used them to go through to help hold the baffles in. Wood glued. I glued the wood glue along the foam edge, so when I spray painted it with the primer, it didn't soak in. You know, wood glue is dirt cheap. I used wood glue on both. So the felt, I used felt on both of these, was $1. The wood for the wooden one was $10. So basically it cost me, I don't know, $15, $16 to do both of these. Way cheaper than you find them online. But you got to have a compound miter saw for this one, or have a friend who has one. It's real easy. Or just go to that one website I showed you on the first one, and just buy some foam board. Boom, there you go. You can leave it white, who cares, you know, do whatever you want. But I had a fun time doing this. I'm so glad it's finished. I don't know, it's just one of those niche things I wanted to do, so all I can say is if you want to give it a try, make one. They're real simple, real easy, good for party games, all sorts of stuff. You never know. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, put them underneath this, you know, underneath the comments or something over here in the, where is it? Over here in the corner. And let me know what you think of it. I'm willing to hear all sorts of opinions. No big deal either way. I mean, well, it's nice to hear good opinions, but, you know, bad opinions, well, if you have a bad opinion, just let me know and I'll deal with it. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.